Alright, we're just getting everything ready to rock and roll. Today is the real September 14th. Good morning, guys. It's just about 6 a.m. Gonna throw the pack on and head up the mountain to our favorite glassing knob and see what's going on around here. Haven't been here for 5 or 6 days, so gotta kind of relearn the elk and see what they're doing. But I just got my backpack loaded up, got the Vortex scope. We're gonna probably be doing a lot of glassing today. I'm rocking the new multi-cam solid 50/50 hat that I added on our store. I'm sure you guys saw that if you've been watching our videos. We got a snack bag in here. Really got the meat sticks. So what do we got? Elk and a buffalo meat stick. Throw these in the pack. So yeah, we'll head up to the glassing hill and we'll kind of start from there and see if we can't find a bull or some other elk and see if any of these things are talking. But man, I feel like today could be the day that they bugle. I don't know, it's cold. It's the coldest day we've had it here for sure. So we'll get up high and see what we can come up with.
Oh my freaking gosh, this freaking show giant!
Guys, I see blue skies. We made it through the night. No one died. Wait, Logan? Logan? Nope, no one died. Brian, doing Brian things over there. How'd you sleep, B. Mackle?
I slept good, man. I needed that.
You slept for about 14 hours.
I was feeling like I was getting sick. I feel a lot better this morning.
Treve, how we doing, buddy?
Amazing. Where's the born and raised guys? I don't see.
Here's my question for you backpackers. You backpack in here so you can be in the elk, but then you don't wake up till 9, 10 o'clock.
It's actually noon.
I had a tuna sandwich already. Then we got these two loafers over here. How about it, Code?
Yeah, buddy.
Up and at 'em in 5?
You already packed up?
Ready to go, bud.
Atta kid.
Wheels up in 5, Ty?
Wheels up in 2.5.
2.5. So we're going to put camp on our back and we're going to go find some elk or a camp spot. One of the two. We're looking for both though.
So we had a bit of a good time last night around the campfire. Why not?
We had a great time.
We had some entertainment. We had some
Elk.
tenderloin tacos, some of the best. Those are quite possibly the best backcountry meal I've ever had.
They could have been the best tacos I've ever had, backcountry or in town.
I'll go with that, actually. They were the most natural.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to point out that we stayed up the latest and had the most fun last night.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
And we had two real like party kills, buzz kills. Brian and Cody.
Yeah, Brian and Cody really.
Where are they at?
They tried to bring the mood down, but we wouldn't let them take us down with them. So, but what I want to point out is it's go time this morning. And Casey is ready to rock.
Hey, Trent's not here. This team needs a Trent. And
so, yeah.
He's not here, so I got to be that guy this trip. Wheels up in 5, guys.
You're doing a really good job of it.
What time do you think would be a good time to go hunt?
It's time to go hunt. Oh, the camera's on me. I see.
What time do you think would be a good
Well,
time?
I mean, it just broke daylight. I mean, what is it, 6:08? So...
No.
7:30.
Well,
7:35.
It's almost noon.
pro tip number 423, put your insoles in your sleeping bag.
Oh, look at you.
Nice and
It's not
dry.
cold enough for the boots to be frozen this morning, but
My hot cereal had a taco seasoning flavor to it
I'll
this
bet
morning.
it did. You're on your way there. At least you're not in your sleeping bag.
Oh, I've been up for a while because I went to bed so early. I got plenty of sleep.
You did
last
go.
night.
You did miss the entire
But
party.
Ty, your vitamin C emergency pack plus 10 hours of sleep. Feel good.
Good son.
Feel good.
All right, let's do this.
I'm ready.
Let's go kill an elk. That's the plan.
Alright guys, we have a herd of about 13 cows and a bull. He may have just bugled. Big bull. This could be the bull that Casey and I saw up here about a week and a half ago. He's got all the cows down there, and from what I can tell, I don't see any other satellite bulls, anything any smaller than him. But I'll tell you what, he is a big mature bull. With at least he's got a 6-point main frame, but it's too early and too dark to tell if he's got anything extra. But as usual in the morning, they've got their mindset to head out of here and get to somewhere they want to bed and do it in a hurry, especially before the sun comes up. So these guys are already starting to make a move. The bull's actually pushing them pretty hard. I'm surprised there's no other smaller bulls, but yeah, he's bugling down there. That or just smelling. But once he gets into the cedar trees, I wouldn't be surprised if they attracted some more bulls. And once they get going in the cedars and these little draws making noise, they might stir up some other bulls. But from what I can tell, he's just got all the cows down there. Well, there's a spike. They don't seem to do much though. We gotta get our stuff and bail off of here already. Try to cut them off. That's a game plan, so. Well, we just heard our first bugle. We gave him a minute, ripped one back, and he answered, so we're gonna try to sneak up through here and see if he can get more and more responsive as we get closer. So let's do this finally. That's from this year. They're in here somewhere. This mess of cedar trees.
I'm jacked. Two bugles. First, I calculated twice. Nothing. Two different bulls. This one right here just growled. 150 yards. How do you feel about those odds? I'm ready. I feel really optimistic. Literally, this is 2 mornings ago when we heard the first bugle. We were right here somewhere. Just packed up camp, walked 200 yards, bugled 2 bulls right here close. Brian's gonna go straight up full face paint. It's go time, guys. It's go time. We're just gonna walk by the carcass of a Ty's bull. We thought we could hear something eating on it, like the ribs breaking. So we're just gonna walk by it, really investigate. Oh yeah, what's a grizzly, guys? Sweet. I'm going in back to the back in the. I don't want to scare the animal. If it's a grizzly, I just don't want to see it. It's crazy. It's been out overnight. 2 solid days. Nothing's been on it. No bears. Just birds. 50 yards away, it sounded like. We'll find out when we go talk to Trevor, but we had him super fired up, and then he just like, he got hung up. That's twice that's happened on Ty's bull that he killed. That elk got hung up maybe 50 yards away as well, so we might have to make an adjustment and get further away from the collar, I guess. I don't know. I was a bull drop twice. Could you see him? He was standing at 40 yards for 20 minutes. It's a big dummy. If you guys had just walked back, he would have come. I wanted to, but it's way over than I thought he was standing there the whole time. That's why I started calling. It was like this. He's a messed up, freaky bull. I think he's a 7-point on one side. I don't know, at the top it looked like a lot was going on. Or was he 40? He was close, it's like 25 at first. Right here, he bugled in my face, he was 28. And I could see his horns. Let's slide back over this little finger and sit for an hour. Let him, he smelled us. And he turned and he just kind of walked off.
Well, we are headed back to camp. You got the time? We stayed out a lot longer this morning than the last few mornings. It's 11:30. Bridget was put the sneaks on a bull that was just barely bugling. She caught him moving across the ridge top across from us. The only problem is we had basically no cover. Burnt trees and wide open was all we had to work with. So we got him to respond. He would bugle back very lightly, kind of like a half-hearted bugle. And I think he just kind of held up in that group of trees. And at that point, I really feel like these elk, for how open it was especially, they want to see something before they commit. And we didn't have a decoy. We were kind of caught in the open, if you know what I mean. So that stock didn't work. And earlier you guys saw that big bull we saw. We did see him again, but I'm telling you, in the morning these elk, they decide they're going to bed and they commit and they're gone. Like, you're usually typically chasing them. So that wasn't gonna work. But I got a text from my buddy Sheldon Howe today. Sent me some pictures of an elk he got yesterday in Utah, which is really cool because today is actually the last day for the Utah elk hunt, and he got his bull on the second to last day. So we're just gonna head down to camp now and cook breakfast. Bridget might want to do her famous French toast. I might do bacon and eggs. Get down there and strike up the camp chef. There we go. Let's see what we got. I'm feeling like some bacon. I'll throw some bacon out there. Some eggs. I think I want to do a couple sausage. And then some onions. And I got some potatoes in the trailer, so. And a couple of these. Wow. Best part of an unsuccessful morning is having a midday to cook breakfast. Let's do 4 of those. Try to cook these over here in the oil. Oh yeah, we're gonna take the goods inside. A little salt and pepper, and we will grub. You more of a pancake French toast person, or more of a bacon and eggs type of guy like me? I think after we down this big old breakfast, it might be time for nap. And somewhere in between, probably shoot the bow and just make sure it's still dialed. But hopefully we might have to kind of hunt a little further away than we wanted to tonight, because the elk definitely aren't kind of around here. So we might have to hop in the pickup truck and head out. But for now, we grub, we rest, and we'll get back after it later.
this got the wind in our favor, so pulling the wind up, we're trying all of our stuff out.
It's the Mountain Ops backpacking test meals. They're testing right now. This is the pineapple rice and chicken. This is half of a serving, but it looks pretty good. Give us a taste test there, bud. Consistency is good. Let's try it out. It looks amazing. That's really good. I'll try a bite. The rice is tight. I can definitely live on this. Not bad. One morning and mid-afternoon gear dry session is over. Fire's been put out, and we are gonna go try to find that bull that we were so close to killing this morning, and see if he'll have a bit of amnesia. Maybe forgot about this whole situation that went down this morning. See if we can do it all over again, but just better. And if we can't find him, then we're gonna see if we can find some other elk. So that is first priority. Second priority, water. I think we're all running a little bit short on water, but I believe there's a creek somewhere in the bottom of this thing, so we might end up down there. And then because we have camp and everything with us, we will camp wherever the evening takes us, which is kind of the sweet part about this program that the Born and Raised guys are running, that we are learning, is you can just be super mobile. So I'm excited about what the afternoon has to bring. Still cool. It's good temperature to shoot an elk. Right, Logue? Yes. So we haven't found water in about a day, as well since we left the truck, so we're all about out of water, but we just came across a little creek. We're gonna grab a bag, a piece, filter it, and then keep going. Me and a dive drop bag gonna call. See if we can get him in. Sounds like he bugled from his bed. Stop. so fast on a string. I know Trevor got 2 shots off on him. I don't know how well the hit was, to be honest with you. From the angle that we had, we couldn't really tell. But he snuck up trying to get another one in him. I don't know if the first shot definitely hit him. I don't know if number 2 hit it or not. But man, that happened like in a blink of an eye. That bull was on top of us. Did you see him? Oh yeah. Good ball. No way. What happened? Windows. No, came right there. Trevor shot him. He shot him? Yeah. Twice. What? Trevor shot him.
This barren wasteland area that we hunted last time we were here, and we actually got on some elk, but the big difference then was we actually saw them come this way. We had a really good idea of what area they ended up bedding. This time we did not see any elk come this way, so we're just kind of taking a risk to come out here and glass at last light, but come on. These flies are insane. Anyways, we're like antiqued, if you know what I mean. Looking all dusty from the 4-wheeler ride. But I think we'll just spend the evening kind of in this area glassing a lot of these cedar patches. There's not a lot of them. If there's any elk anywhere around, they're going to be held up in some of these thick cedar pockets. And if we have any luck, maybe we'll hear a couple bugle. You never know what can be down in this low country down here. These elk are just like desert elk. They're just not as active in the day as like the mountain elk. So just got to sit and be patient and wait for the rut to kick in, and until then we're basically doing spot and stock hunts. So we got to find them before it's too late, before it's too dark.
Trevor shot that bull, I think 1 hour ago. He shot at 3:08. Yeah, it's 4:13, so we've been sitting here for about an hour, just over an hour. We followed the bull just for about 30 yards. It looks like pretty good blood. There's quite a bit of it, but just watching the video back, he hit where he was aiming, but he said he only got about 7 inches of penetration. So we're just giving the bull a couple hours, at least 2 hours minimum, and then we're gonna slowly start tracking him out there. But we just all ate lunch, and I'm pretty optimistic. There's no reason not to be right at this point. He could very easily be dead 100 yards up this ridge, so we're going to remain positive and optimistic until we are convinced otherwise. Trevor's got a pretty heavy arrow setup, which helps. He's shooting a 2-blade, 125 grains. I think his total arrow weight's like 550 or something. So watching the video, it's hard to see, but it looks like it goes in, and when the elk whirls, it kind of like the arrow comes back out. It didn't come out all the way, so it's still stuck in there. We haven't found it so far, the first 40 yards or whatever. But if you have ever bow hunted, you know the anxiety you have when you're the shooter, and you're just sitting around waiting. It's not a great feeling unless you can see him drop, like you could see basically Ty's drop the other day. That was a good feeling, and that's the most ideal situation when you're bow hunting. But a lot of times they run off, and you don't know until you go do some investigating. And so that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're in that zone of uncertainty, but we're all positive. Gotta help build Trev up too, because when you're the shooter, weighs on your shoulders, especially in a team effort like this, because you feel like you'll let the team down if you don't make a good shot. And you know, that's we don't obviously feel that way, but when you're the shooter, you feel that way. So yeah, we're gonna, like Case said, we gotta stay positive, optimistic. You just never know until you go do everything you have to try to find that bull. But with any luck, he won't be too far down the trail. That's what we're hoping for. Cross your fingers, guys. Cross your fingers. Pretty good blood up until right here where we're at, but we found the arrow, and after the arrow was found, the blood got real spotty. Seems to be the case a lot of times when the arrow comes out. It'll just like start clotting up, and it might be bleeding internally, or a piece of tissue could have plugged the entrance hole, you know, who knows. I think we've gone about a little over a quarter mile. That's what my Onyx Maps tracker shows. And we're down to like hands and knees trying to find a pin drop. So the next plan of action would probably start gridding, see if we can get lucky and bump into him. He hasn't stopped really at all. Maybe paused in a couple places, but he hasn't like bedded down or anything yet. It just sucks though. I feel for Trev, and we're all working hard. Blood trails are really mentally exhausting. It's nice to have a big group like we have here, because on multiple occasions, different people will be able to pick up the blood and kind of help with the just keeping it going. You know, you get tired leading out front, especially when you can't find a whole lot of blood and you're working hard. So anyways, we'll try to see if we can get lucky at this point. We have a little bit left of light until it gets dark, so we'll likely to throw camp down somewhere in the vicinity that we're in right now. Make a game plan and see if we can find this elk.
Honestly, guys, this is the last thing I want to be doing is talking about how I lost an elk. But that's the reality. We told you guys we were going to show you the highs, lows, the great experiences, the bitter truths. I chose to shoot an elk quartering towards me, shooting 70-pound bow, 125 grain, single bevel, 2-blade, Strickland broadhead, 530 grains of weight up on my arrow, and that's it. We never found him. It looked like, when he wound it, looked like when I shot, he ducked a little bit, and ducked and whirled, and when he did that, it hit that bone right here. It looked like the arrow didn't go in very far. We found the arrow, got about 8 inches, and he never bedded in 800 yards. We ran out of blood and started gritting, and it is what it is. I hate it, but that's the reality of what we did today. It sucks. It sucks.
Well, guys, we didn't see any elk, but we ran down a badger, and he's not very happy. I'm not going to shoot him or anything, but I kind of want to get close. He's not happy, but he's in that wood pile. He's pretty tired from running. I don't want to get too close. That thing could strike anytime. Really cool seeing him that close though. Oh man, why can't we see an elk like that? Well, it's that time of the night again. And you know what this means? No elk tonight. Salmon and potatoes for dinner. A little bit of asparagus. Sorry for the slow hunting, guys. My portion of these videos is pretty much cooking videos nowadays. No elk action and all cooking. Breakfast and dinner videos every day. Please subscribe.
I didn't even enjoy the experience because it was just so like dramatic.
Oh, looking back, that's got to be one of the best though.
It's cool, but you know, like the feeling Ty had, like, yeah, I shot a bull, I found it's dead, it's right there.
Right.
Not that feeling.
That's not there.
Well, we just went through a few more emotions.
Uh-huh.
Today was, we had some adversity, but like Casey has always said, you know, the highs are a lot better when you've experienced a few lows. But we're going to bounce back tomorrow after a good night's sleep, a good meal, and we're going to go kill some elk.